Tag and Brag Nation and Goose Chasers. What is up? What is up? Your boy is here at Cam Cutlet, and I am on one right now. If you'll excuse me, I got to take a nice sip of this trusty Propel because I'm a little parched at the moment. Anyway, welcome back to Goose Chase in episode 88. Kind of nuts. 88 episodes, and I think I say it every time, though, you know. It's kind of nuts that we've made it this far. But is it? But is it really? Your boys are resilient. We're some resilient motherfuckers, okay? So, episode 88, although it seems like it's deep, deep into the bush, this is only the beginning. I can just warn you about that. This is only the beginning. But we got a little short guy episode for you today. I got to jump on a call in about 25, 30 minutes. But I needed to get this in. I needed to get this off my chest. I was actually supposed to be recording this much earlier, but I had a impromptu and spontaneous turkey hunt that I embarked on. That's why I still got the old wings on my cheeks. And it feels good. I just got done breasting out a bird. The short and sweet and spontaneous turkey hunt was successful, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I'm grateful for the opportunities to pursue any wild game. And the wild turkey, let's just say, I don't know. It hasn't always been as exciting for me, but when you have a hunt like I just did this morning, it really ruffles the feathers, I'm not going to lie. And this morning, or this afternoon now, my feathers are certainly ruffled. It took me off my rocker. It took me into the wilderness, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for it. So I wake up I come up to camp last night, and Dean had a laundry list of things for me to do, so I started brush hogging some corn because we're getting ready for food plot crannies. Hard to believe that it's already that time of the year, but it is, so figure it out. So I'm brush hogging the corn, getting ready for food plot crannies. We got birds that are showing up on multiple different cameras all over the property. We had our buddy Anthony Verga, who is the call maker for Bone Collector calls in at camp this past weekend, along with our good buddy Kyle the Savage McCullough, and it was a blast. We had an absolutely amazing time. We hunted our butts off for a couple days, literally from legal shooting in the morning to legal shooting at noon. Didn't barely stop any of the days. We saw more property than I've seen all season in the couple days that they were here, just running and gunning. Both of them are master callers, and it was awesome to hear them speak the language, because I certainly can't speak the language very well, as you'll understand as this podcast gets deeper into its roots. But we hunted our butts off. We didn't kill any birds. Honestly, the birds were hard to come by. We had a really cool encounter with a couple jakes. Anthony was working them. I mean, working them. They literally did pretty much a complete circle around us. We were actually kind of running and gunning, walking through the timber, calling every 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And it was me, Dean, Uncle Jay, Kyle, and Anthony all together. It was like we were elk hunting these birds, which was even cooler, you know, because we just got to enjoy the couple days in the hunts together. And we don't, you know, anybody that knows us or watches this or listens to the podcast, watches us on YouTube, Instagram, well, you know, the whole 9 yards, understands that we are predominantly self-filmers. So we do that so that we can, at least in our minds, that we can maximize our opportunities and just create more opportunities for ourselves, being in more places than one. But I must say, the group hunt that we did was an absolute blast. Had a blast. The time around camp, amazing. Got to break bread with these boys numerous times. We cooked some phenomenal meals, all wild game meat, by the way, here at Camp Cutlet. The first night we had cutlets. The second night we had some venison and steaks on the grill, on the open flame outside. Unbelievable. Just, you know, it was the prototypical hunt camp. It was how it is supposed to be enjoyed. how the hunt is supposed to be enjoyed, and the lack of birdies or the lack of killing shit did not diminish the time that we had in camp whatsoever. In fact, it might have enhanced it a little bit, if I might add, because we weren't worried about breasting out birds. We weren't worried about, I don't know, we would have celebrated a bird, don't get me wrong. We would have celebrated it to the fullest, the sacrifice that it would have been, but it was a monumental time in camp, I'm not going to lie, and I'm super, super grateful for it. These guys drove like 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours for a couple days of hunting here at camp. Honestly, Anthony, the whole time he was here, he didn't even carry a gun. He was just calling for us. Like, that's how much he loves this turkey hunting stuff. So super, super grateful for that. Hopefully we're going to make it an annual thing. All of that will be on our YouTube channel. We actually have a new vlog that launched yesterday. We're going to have another one launching tomorrow and another one then this weekend. And then eventually my kill episode's going to come out. But we're just stacking up the content right now. I mean, I don't know really what to say. Your boy is a machine behind the computer. Little to no sleep, which I don't really recommend. But we got to get it out to the people. You know what I mean? We got to get this stuff out to the people. I mean, we're launching. Obviously, this podcast launches today. It's grinding, baby. It's grinding, but that's life. That's the Goose Chase of life. If you don't like it, the door's over there. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you right in your ass. I need a break. I need a Propel break. Do you mind? Anywho, today was a magnificent day. I get up here last night. I do some brush hogging till dark. Was listening for some chuckles. Didn't hear anything in the roost. Really not hard pressed about it. I mean, I already got a tag filled. You know what I mean? So I wake up this morning early, 4:30, 4:45, whatever. I get up. I didn't even get a cup of coffee because I kind of knew what was going to happen. I kind of knew what was going to happen. So I didn't even get a cup of coffee. I just went outside into the backyard. I was listening for a while, half hour, 45 minutes, nothing gobbling at all. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deer hunt these turkey again. You know, I don't want to. Because before Kyle and Anthony got here, you know, Uncle Jay, Dean, and I, we're pretty much deer hunting these turkeys. You know, we're setting up on one of the plots. We're setting out the decoys. And we're just kind of waiting. You know, we're waiting for the turkey to kind of ebb and flow throughout their day and hope that they get into one of the plots, see the decoys, hope they get close to one of the plots, maybe hear our call. And it's just a tough way to turkey hunt, to be honest with you. It's a tough... The patience game in turkey hunting is not always my forte, if you will. So I like this morning when I got up and I wasn't hearing any gobbles, I'm just like, I don't want to again. I don't really want to deer hunt turkeys this morning, and I got a lot of work to do. So I came back inside. I crashed out for another hour. Fantastic decision. Best decision that I've made all day. Well, second best decision I've made all day, I think. So I crash out. I get up about 7 o'clock, a little before 7 o'clock. I get my coffee. I walk out onto the back porch, sip it, scratch my ass like I normally do. Fantastic way to start the morning, by the way. And I honestly came back in, got right to work. I went in the backyard. I talked to the big man upstairs for a little bit, had a little conversation with him, you know, mano-y-mano, building that relationship, and which I would highly recommend, by the way. But I ain't pushing anything on you. But anyway, I come back inside. I get right to business. I had a vlog to get up and scheduled by today. I had thumbnails to make. I had a call at 9 o'clock for a production school that I'm going to be teaching in a couple weeks. And then I got right back on the computer after the call, and I started doing more vlog stuff for us because I'm leaving for out of town this weekend, and I'm like, I got to pump this stuff out, right? I just got to pump it. So I'm here, and I'm kind of getting antsy. I made some breakfast. It's about 10:30, quarter to 11. I'm kind of getting antsy. I'm getting to the end of or just kind of a stopping point in my work, so to speak. About 11 o'clock, I get in the truck, do a little block run, just to feel the land, feel the surrounding areas, feel it all. And I'm coming back down the hill, and I'm like, there's birds in the front field. There's multiple birds in the front field. All of a sudden, one of them goes into full strut. Meanwhile, by this time, I'm coming down the hill back towards camp. It's 11:30. I mean, you might as well borderline ring the bell at that point. The hunt is over. I mean, is it over? The morning is over? No, it's actually not. So I come back here to camp, and I'm like scratching my head going, what? I mean, do I just let this bird strut around in the front field and no repercussions, no chase? I got 25 minutes. I could go mess around with him, see what happens. So I did. I didn't even put camo pants on. I just put some khaki pants on, work pants. I put my storm hoodie, my Rocky Storm hoodie on, strapped my vest on, my binos. I grabbed the Reaper decoy. Haters gonna hate. I don't care. I don't care. Say it. I'm not a real turkey hunter. Just say it. It makes you feel better. Just say it. I'm not a real turkey hunter. I don't care, man. I don't care. Grab my gun and a GoPro, and I literally start kind of a light jog, kind of a nice, what does Sebastian say? A nice valet jog, Got the old shoulders moving a little bit, got the gun over the shoulder, camera in one hand, and I'm just kind of going to get your Mercedes. You guys just had a nice dinner, you and your wife, and your boys just kind of trickle-trotting up the road. I'm going to go get the Mercedes for you. Don't worry about it. Actually, I'm going to go see if Henry the Gobbler wants to play today, and I feel pretty good about my chances. So I go up there, and we've got kind of like a dirt wall built with some pines around it, so you can sneak into the field. But I'm kind of behind the dirt wall and the pines, and I get in there, and I'm looking, and sure enough, he's still strutting in the back of the field. I'm like, shit, he's still there. I got the Reaper. I got my gun. I got one GoPro. I got my phone strapped to my barrel on the Painted Arrow shot mag. And I'm like, let's go have some fun. Hey, you and me, Henry. You and me, mano y mano. Let's leave the hens to the side and let's dance, baby. So this bird is in the back of the field, and there's like a couple apple trees in the back side of the field, and he's behind them. So I'm glassing him, and I can only see the top of his fan. I'm like, this is kind of perfect. And meanwhile, I'm right on the edge of the little dirt wall in the last pine. So I'd come out, and I'm in the wide open. I got to cross a ditch. I got to cross a little cut cornfield strip, and then a ditch, and then get into the cut cornfield that he's actually in. So, I mean, once again, I don't have time to sit around and deliberate what this bird's going to do, what's going to happen, here, if he's going to just kind of make his way around the field. I got to be decisive. I'm in a time crunch. At this point, it had to be close to 11:42, 43 maybe. And so I can see his fan, and I can just see the top of it. I'm like thinking to myself, I don't think he can see me right now. So I just take the Reaper, I put it in front of me, and I literally just run into the main part of the field. I hopped the ditch, almost ate shit, no big deal. Didn't, because I'm agile as a motherfucker. Didn't. So I get into the field, and the front side of this field is like soaking wet, like a soupy friggin' mess. Get into the field, get into the grass part or the clover part of the field that's real wet. I'm like, I got to get into this cut corn so I can get something, I can be at least a little bit dry when I sit down. Otherwise, I'm going to be soup britches, soupy. I don't want that, because I don't know what's going to happen here. Meanwhile, I can still see the top of his fan strutting. I'm like, so he doesn't He hasn't like spooked or seen me yet. So I get out into the cut corn, put the strutter, the reaper down, and I just sit there. I put my gun to my side, and I'm just like, I get my glasses up, and I'm just like peeking over the fan of this thing. He's still strutting in the back. And I'm like, okay, I'm in the field. I'm with him. I'm in the field, and I'm with him. I don't know what's with him. I don't know if there's hens with him. There was other birds in the field, but I can't see them. I could just see the top of his fan still. Well, all of a sudden, the hens start coming around the couple apple trees that are in the back of this field. And I think they see me. And right when that happens, they got to be at like 50 yards at this point. So they're encroaching. Well, right when that happens, I'm like, old Henry's going to turn around and he's going to face my direction. And I'm sitting in the middle of this field behind the reaper decoy. So he's going to see me. It's a cut cornfield. Sure enough, he makes his way between the two trees and he's at full strut, trying to pay attention to his honeys. And then he sees me. And I'm like, I knew it. Henry, he's in full strut. He's kind of like barrel-chested, trying to look all suave. And his head is straight up in the air and he's looking around and he's like, where in the shit did that friggin' gobbler come from? And I'm like, I came from Camp Cutlet, and I'm armed and dangerous, boy. I'm armed and dangerous. So he sees me, and I knew it. I could tell by the body language in his breasts that he saw me, and in his head and in his gizzard flapping back and forth, just like hens, gobbler, hens, gobbler, hens, gobbler. Which one am I going after? Am I going to get some ass, or am I going to kick? Am I going to go get some ass, or am I going to go kick some ass? I don't like him in that field, but there's 3 of them hennies, and they look pretty good. So I don't know what to do. So he's kind of like, he comes through the trees, and he's strutting back and forth, and he's like, hens, no, I'm going to go after him. And then the hens are kind of working their way towards me. Well, I'm all fours. I got my gun right next to me, ready to roll. I already clicked the safety off because I knew he was encroaching. And he's doing this real slow, but I am literally watching him through like a quarter-size hole of the reaper fan, just trying to be small, just trying to be right behind the fan, right behind the reaper, just trying. I'm just out here trying, everyone. I don't know what's going to happen. But I saw a moment in time when the good Lord above blessed me with an opportunity, and I'm just trying to seize the day. That's all I'm trying to do, okay? That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm like just being like, oh, just don't see me. And he's still strutting, and he's coming, and I could tell like he didn't want to leave the hens, but he was also like, I can't have this. I can't have this around. Henry is the big dog on campus. I can't have it. I can't have another bird coming into my field when my 3 honey hens are strutting, are just eating and pecking around right over here, and I'm strutting my stuff, and I'm the only sheriff in town, and I can't have another one in town, so I can't have this right now. So he had to have strutted into like 20 yards, and I'm like, at this point, I don't know what to do. He's facing me. I'm like, if he commits to this reaper, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get a shot. I don't. And all of a sudden, he kind of like his demeanor kind of changed a little bit. And I don't know if he saw your boy, because I've been in the gym a little bit, so my shoulders are getting a little, they're getting a little thick. And I don't know if he saw your boy. My shoulders were just like outside of the reaper fan. I don't know if he saw your boy or what he saw. I had a GoPro on a stick behind me. Could have seen that. Or he could have just seen the fact that I'm sitting behind a damn plastic turkey. Maybe that was it, because he got so close. But his demeanor kind of changed a little bit. He went out of strut, and he was kind of like, and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm temperature checking him. I'm like, I don't know. He doesn't like it. But then he went right back into strut because his 3 hens are right to my right. So he goes back into strut. He kind of goes out of strut. He's looking at the hens. He goes back into strut. And I'm like, but at this time, he's kind of like taking 1 or 2 steps and he's walking away from me. But I know the field and I know where I'm at and I know where he's at in the field. I'm like, he's in range right now. Like, he's in range. I could take him out with the Chuck Daly. So he goes into strut facing dead away from me. I'm like, this is my chance. I grab my gun. I pull up. The Reaper kind of goes sideways. And as soon as he came out of strut, my bead was already just missile locked. Top Gun, Tom frickin' Cruise, missile locked on that sucker's dome. I could frickin' see his eyeball right above my bead. And as soon as I saw that, laid the hammer and rolled his ass right in the middle of the field. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about fired up? You want to talk about fired up? And you know, and anybody who watches us knows I'm a passionate dude, okay? I like what I like. And what I like, I'm passionate about it, okay? And the success that comes from the hard work during the things that I'm passionate about, it comes out of me. I have no control over it. So I lost it. First of all, had plenty of turkeys get up and run after you roll them. So I instantly get up and do a wind sprint at this thing so I could give it the old foot to neck technique. Make sure old Henry is out. And he was out. He wasn't going anywhere. I took the dome right off that thing from 35 yards with a bead. I don't need no red dot. Bead on the head, head on the ground, baby. Bead on the head, head on the ground. Chuck Daly. I think it's like 8 for 8 at this point. It's ridiculous. Almost not even fair. Should hang that thing up and send it out to pasture. Give the turkeys a chance. You know what I mean? Sorry, you guys. I'm just still fired up. But I run out there. I grab him. I mean, I was fired up. And rightfully so. On the GoPro, when I turned it on behind the wall, when I was getting set up, from the time I turned it on till the time I got the bird, got Henry back to the GoPro, I looked at the GoPro, it was 8 minutes, 21 seconds. 8 minutes and 21 seconds. And I know the haters are going to hate. They're going to say, you're reaping turkeys. You don't know how to call them. You're not a real turkey hunter. Look. I got news for you right now. I don't give a rat's hoot what you say about me. I don't care. You don't know me. I don't know you. And if you want to bump your peacock around and puff your chest out and call me a not a turkey hunter, that's fine. But let me tell you something, sir. I'm tagged out right now. So you could call me all you want to be, but if you're going to put anything at the end of the sentence, just make sure you say, buddy's tagged out. Buddy's tagged out. So I don't fully understand the whole riff-raff about the Reaper situation. I don't understand it. You're duck hunting, you're using decoys. Deer hunting, you can use decoys. You're elk hunting, you can use decoys. You're goat hunting, go at them with the decoy. You're turkey hunting, put decoys out. So if I am willing to sit behind a decoy and potentially have a turkey run at me and want to kill what I'm sitting behind, if I want to put myself in that position to shoot a bird, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What? Because I didn't call him in with your favorite diaphragm call? Because I didn't get them all fired up and strutting and gobbling? What's the difference? Not what's the difference, but how do you... My turkey hunt the second day of the season, we called those birds and they came in silent. They never strutted once. They went right to the decoys, and then I shot one of them. So what's the difference? That hunt wasn't like as exciting of a turkey hunt where you're speaking the language and calling back and forth. And don't get me wrong, Don't get me wrong. The guys that can call, and especially there's not many guys out there that can call like Anthony Verga. I will tell you that much. But guys like that can literally speak the language, that can make sounds of a turkey that I have never heard another human being make before, God bless. God bless. Someday, I wish and I hope that I can be there. Today's not that day. And I'll be damned if a turkey is going to be strutting one of my fields with me knowing about it, and I'm not going to go try and do something about it with a tag in my pocket as a turkey hunter or just as a hunter in general. So I don't know what the riff is about it. I mean, I get it. It's a different style of hunting. But like, to me too, calling a bird in, never really seeing him, but hearing him, and all of a sudden he just pokes his red head up off over like a log at like 40 yards. You see the red head, you shoot him. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but the hunt that I just went on, in the field with the bird, on my hands and knees, he's strutting. Technically, I'm strutting. He comes into 20 yards, and then I get a shot at him at like 30, 35 and get it done, all the while documenting the whole thing. Hey, man. Hey, listen. I don't care what you think. I don't care. So I'm extremely, extremely grateful for the opportunity. I'm extremely grateful for the sacrifice for the bird. I'm just grateful to be a hunter in general. I'm grateful that God graced me with literally an 8.5-minute hunt that I'll remember for the rest of my life, when I wasn't even planning on really being in the wood, like hunting today. I was here doing work, and I was doing a good job of it, and it interrupted me. And now I got to do some shit later tonight because I got a turkey, but I got cutlets. I got 2 beautiful breasts. Beautiful, pure, organic turkey breasts that are already in the fridge, cleaned up to perfection, that I'm going to get to enjoy, that my family's going to get to enjoy, that anybody else that wants to enjoy with me is going to get to enjoy. And that, my friends, I'm proud of. That, my friends, I am proud of. Okay? So all you turkey reaping haters out there, give it to me. Get it out. Get your bad energy out on me, because you don't need to be doing that to anybody else. Get off the keyboard if you ain't got nothing good to say. What'd your mama say? Don't say nothing. And that's it. It's a good day. Thank you, God, for that opportunity. Thank you, God, for that hunt. Thank you, God, for the sacrifice and now the meat in my fridge and in my freezer. I'm super, super grateful for that. None of that. Not 1 ounce, not 1 minute, not 1 moment, not 1 piece of breast meat will go for granted. I can promise you that. I am a proud hunter. I am a proud provider. I am a proud conservationist. I am a proud turkey hunter. And I'll be damned if anyone of the haters will ever take that away from me. So, thank you all for listening today. I told you it was going to be a short guy, and I got to stand on that promise. Thank you all for listening. This hunt will be on our YouTube channel along with many others every other day from right now through the next week or so, or the next, really probably May, as we end out our season. And then we're going to be rolling right into Food Plot Cronies. And then we're going to be rolling right into After the Chase. And then we're going to be rolling right into the season. It's a beautiful thing, folks. Content out the yin-yang, out the whizzy, all from your boys, Tag and Brag on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X, I guess. And thank you all for listening to my Goose Chase this morning. Henry, thank you for the sacrifice, big fella. Thank you all for continually following along with us, and we'll see you right back here next Wednesday on another episode of Goose Chasing, baby. Peace.